guys, dearyoongi here, and welcome back to my channel. When I was younger, I used to watch a TV show called Dance Mums. Well, Dance Moms, but I'm British, so Dance Mums in my accent. For those who aren't aware of the show, Dance Mums is a reality TV show which follows the ALDC, the Abbey Lee Dance Company, the young dancers who train there, the trials and tribulations of them and their mothers, and of course none other than the owner and founder, Abbey Lee Miller herself. Spoiler alert, a lot of the show is a lot less about the dance and a lot more about the fights that usually broke out between Abbey and the mums. But there was still an aspect of dance to the show. The team would go to weekly competitions and the children at the studio would enter dance numbers and compete. So you're probably wondering by now what this has to do with K-pop and my channel. Well, in today's video, I'm going to be doing that thing where I combine my interests again because I think it's fun. I'm going to be going through some K-pop songs I think could be used for routines on Dance Mums. K-pop songs that could be used for different kinds of competitive dance pieces, if you will. Now, before we start, disclaimer time of course. Please feel free to skip ahead with the chapters at the bottom if you're not so concerned about these, but for those that are, please note that these are just my opinions. I'll explain my reasonings for them, but I'm in no way a dance instructor or a competitive dancer or choreographer, so what do I know? This video is entirely just for fun and hypothetical. I'm not saying the franchise could or should pick up these songs because I know they never will, because they can't. And as always, please note I am not intending to send any hate to any artist or individual with this video or any of my others. I just thought it would be a fun crossover. Okay, now without further ado, let's get started. First up, I want to talk about Smiley by Yena featuring BB. This song, although it has the pop punk kind of vibe, I do still think it has quite a cutesy undertone. It's very accessible for a younger audience because it's fun and bright and colourful, and I feel like this vibe would be really easy to transfer over to a solo dance piece, especially for a younger member of the team. I could absolutely imagine Abbey Lee Miller giving a piece like this to one of the younger dancers on the team, like Mackenzie Ziegler at the time, or JoJo Siwa when she was younger, and even keeping in the point dance moves where like Yena puts her hand under her chin and imitates a smile. A big part of succeeding at these competitions was appealing to the judges, and that meant the younger competitors using their cutesy side to charm the judges, if that doesn't sound too weird. So I'm sure them performing to a song where the lyrics "I'm gonna make you smile, smile, smile" away and "never wanna cry, cry, cry" all day would do really well in a situation like this. The next song, which I think would really fit the concept of a dance contest, is Siesta by Weki Meki. This song would help make a really nice group dance number. The instrumental is really pretty, especially in the introduction where it kind of slowly builds and sets the scene of the song before the lyrics come in. So with this song, you could have a really nice dance performance that doesn't necessarily tell much of a story like some pieces do. It would just be more about showing how poised you can be on stage with what skills you have. For the costumes, I can imagine some really pretty, nice, white, summery dresses. Again, nothing too complicated or complex because you don't want to take away from the girls' talent and the choreography. This would be a really clean number, and I think it'd actually be really successful because there wouldn't be too many thrills or gimmicks, just a nice choreography to nice music that the team would have no issue acing on the day. It would kind of be safe, but like in the best way possible, if that makes sense. And the next song I can imagine used on a dance show like Dance Mums is I'll Be Yours by Girls' Day. I'm not too sure if I could imagine this song being a solo piece or more of a duet or trio. I think the latter personally. I like the vibe of this song, and I think that what they would be going for would be very similar to that of the actual song on stage. I could imagine this being like a fun jazz or tap piece with a focus on the acting. It would be another one where they have the dancers use their quote unquote charms to appeal to the judges, because these dances weren't just about skill and ability, it was also a lot about facial expressions and how much you could sell the performance no matter how well it was going. There was on many occasions on the show where, yes, a competitor may not be the strongest dancer, but they sure as hell could get out there and put on a show. I can imagine this happening with a song like this one for sure. The next song I think could be used on a show like Dance Mums is Mysterious by Hello Venus. This one might be a bit of a wild card people weren't expecting to see because everything Hello Venus did was ridiculously underrated, but we move. I'm hoping people will be able to see my point with why I included this one. This is another that I think I'm seeing as like a jazz piece because, you know, it's a pretty jazzy song already. Except I think this one might have to be a full group dance piece with a bit of a fun mystery solving concept where there's a bit of a story of them trying to solve something, you know? The costumes absolutely have to be similar to that of the actual song, especially the one where the members of Hello Venus are wearing the different coloured metallic trench coats, because I think that's so different and they're so vibrant and so fun. It's perfect for the uniformity required on stage for a dance group piece, plus it would really fit the investigator concept we're going for here. I think it'd be such a fun number, and I think it would do so well. Next up, I couldn't make this video without including this song, and that is I Am the Best by 21. I think this one is the most self-explanatory on the list. This entire song screams competitive dance solo music to me. It's exactly the sort of vibe you want to be putting across on stage. You want to be showing both the judges and your fellow competitors that you are the most confident and strongest dancer there that day. You want them to remember you. So this is a sort of song where your choreography would include every single trick you can do ever so casually to remind everybody how talented you are, and to show off the entirety of your ability and everything you can do, no matter how big or small, because you only have like 2 minutes to do it. The dancer would be tumbling, spinning, you name it, there would not be a boring step from the second they got up on that stage. I also included this song in my K-pop songs that could be used for Drag Race lip sync songs for the exact same reason. This song just evokes power and confidence to me, so I perfectly see it fitting any scenario where that is required. And next up, I'm so sorry if I butcher the name of this song, but I've never really been able to say it or spell it, and that is dearyoongi by Mamamoo. I think this was like one of the first songs I decided to include in this list, mainly because of the chorus. I feel like there's something about the chorus of this song that is very performative and big. I don't know if that's the right way to describe it. It's very showy and makes a statement, which is why I think it would be perfect for a group dance piece perhaps. The lyrics are about being super happy with your partner and loving that feeling of euphoria. So the idea of joy and being happy would be really fun to have throughout the choreography. I think that this would work really well with the lyrics, especially saying like I feel good in the chorus. I like the actual styling of the Mamamoo version already with the suits and the hats, so I think that would be really nice to transfer over to the group dance performance piece. We could even incorporate the hats into the dance as some sort of props perhaps. That would be a challenge, but definitely a fun one. Next up's probably the most different one on the list so far, and that is Yesterday by Block B. This song is included here because although there was a huge focus on the deep, slower songs on the show that were perfect for pretty lyrical numbers, there were also sometimes the fun, playful songs that were less serious and more fun on stage. It was always nice to see these because the kids seemed to really enjoy them too. Yes, dance was serious for them and they wanted to improve, but at the end of the day, they were still only kids who enjoyed going to dance class and hanging out with their friends. So I think that a dance choreographed to Yesterday by Block B would be able to embody the fun side of dance for the team, while still showing off their skills of course. For that reason, I could imagine this being a full group performance piece, because I think with the vibe of the song being the way it is, to create the fun atmosphere on stage, they would need to have them all on there bouncing off each other's energy and friendship. I think you'd really be able to see the bond of a group and how strong they are together through a performance to a song like this. And the next song we're going to talk about is Melted by AKMU. I've included a lot of songs that I'd like to see performances to in this video, and I'm not saying I wouldn't enjoy witnessing a performance to this song because honestly I really would, but this one I've included more because it's just so accurate that I could really picture it, you know? Abby loved to do pieces that were either raising awareness for a certain issue or evoking emotions in the judges and or viewing audience, and this song would definitely do the latter. I adore this AKMU song, and the title Melted is a metaphor comparing adults to ice, which I think would be really clever for a dance competition where it's all kids performing to an adult judging panel. I think a song with the meaning like this would absolutely make a perfect backing track for a lyrical or contemporary duet, maybe with like a boy-girl duo playing brother and sister like AKMU are. It would be a really pretty piece that would perhaps be a controversial song choice, which would be Abby's style to a T because those are always risky ones that seem to do well anyways. Next up, bit of a different choice again, but Frost by TXT. There are actually quite a few TXT songs that I think could work really well for a competitive dance performance piece, and for different reasons too, because they're all so good. The reason I've gone with Frost is because I feel like it's the most different of the options that I had, and I feel like you could really put on a really creative performance to this song that is more than just dancing but also a really exciting watch. This routine would rely a lot on the performer's acting skills as well, which often a lot of the performances did, because I think it wouldn't be just about the choreography in this case. It would be one of those sorts of group dances that get the judges' attention convention with quite a unique out there concept. It could have some really crazy styling on stage and a lot of makeup. The song included the lines, "I'm in chaos now," and "really lost my mind, really lost it," which I think would be so cool to have as like point dances in the song to have a dramatic special move or acting point on stage, if that makes sense. And last but certainly not least, another song I think would be used for a dance piece on a show like Dance Moms or in a competitive dance contest is "Flower" by Zaya featuring Tableau. This is selfish of me, I know, but I just wanted a chance to share the beauty of this song with those who may not be aware. And this video is a perfect opportunity to do so because honestly it does fit the criteria. This is a song released by Zaya Junsu, member of JYJ and formerly of TVXQ, if that helps familiarize anybody. And this song is honestly just so beautiful, a masterpiece even, and it takes you on a deep emotional journey from start to finish, where you can get really fully immersed. And a lot of the performances on Dance Moms and in these dance competitions were also aiming to do the same thing. This song would make for a perfect little solo lyrical piece, and not gonna lie, I think it's one that an instructor like Abby or Gianna, her choreographer, would need to give to a really strong dancer, because I feel like they would need to be able to pull off not just the standard performance aspects and skills in their choreography, but also the level of acting required to properly portray the emotions throughout this song and how it develops. It deserves to be given a high level performance because it's a high level song, and I think with the right student there'd be no issue in getting like a perfect score with a performance to a song like this. The judges would simply be gobsmacked. Okay guys, and that was it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching if you got this far. I understand a lot of my viewers might not have even heard of Dance Moms, but I hope you enjoyed this crossover sort of concept. I thought it made a change rather than me just talking about things I don't like all the time and becoming one of those YouTubers. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below. Do you either get where I'm coming from or can you think of any more yourself? If you are familiar with the sort of concept that I'm talking about, either competitive dance or Dance Moms itself. If you're new here and have not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button down below and turn on the notification bell. That will let you be the first to hear whenever I upload. And as always, my social medias will be on screen. That is my Twitter and my Instagram. I always follow back fellow K-pop stans, so let's be friends. And I will see you next time. Bye guys!